ride on a fresh 90s era KX250 quickly reminds me why Ron Bushy, Raging Ron, Factory Ron, he was John Dowd's factory mechanic when they were out competing for national championships, and how good these 252 stroke motors are. They pull like a freight train, and this is a really extremely rare piece. I don't have to tell you how rare this is. It's a KDX250. They only made them for a short while, and it's an absolute rocket ship. Gotta admit, the styling of the 90s era KXs were on point, from the perimeter frame to the blue anodized forks. This one is just absolutely off the hooks, head turner. Starting at the front of the bike. Well, before I go to the front of the bike, let me tell you about the engine. Ken O'Connor, who people all over the country send their CR500 cranks and their two-stroke engines for a rebuild. He rebuilt this engine from the crank up on it. He's right here in Connecticut, local guru, expert, two-stroke guy. His cranks are on point. They're balanced to perfectly. So he balanced and rebuilt the crank on this, rebuilt the top end, brand new piston, brand new rings, brand new base gasket, brand new head gasket, and new clutch. Water pump was rebuilt. It's got the FMF Gold Series pipe and the shorty silencer. Thing just barks. So new engine. While the engine was we took the engine out of the frame and completely sandblasted the swing arm, the kickstand, and the frame, and repainted the frame, the swing arm, and the kickstand before we started putting it back together with the new engine in there. All new mounting hardware on the engine. You can see there's new hardware everywhere. New paint on the clutch cover. This is the original metallic bronze Kawasaki paint, the original green paint on the frame and swing arm. So the engine's brand new. The whole cooling system's been gone through. Starting at the front of the bike, brand new XL1, XL rim, XL spokes. The hub was sandblasted and then painted the original metallic Kawasaki silver. The odometer cable was replaced. The brakes were rebuilt. Has new front wheel bearings. The forks were rebuilt. New seals. New steering stem bearings. All the bearings on the bike have been gone through. The handlebars are Renthal blue anodized bars, which are really nice, with the period correct pink Renthal crossbar pad. The bike's showing 853 miles on the original odometer, and this odometer goes in up to 99,000. So actually it goes up to 9,000 and it turns over at 10,000, but it's got 853 miles on it, and it has a trip meter. Of course, new ODI grips, master cylinders rebuilt, the light switch is new. This is a new OEM. We're able to get it from Partzilla. Brand new OEM Kawasaki headlight glass, headlight bulb, headlight wiring harness, all the mounting hardware. Everything's brand. This is really expensive. It was over 300 bucks just for that. New front fender with new mounting hardware. The original radiator shrouds are on the bike. Take a look at how nice this tank looks on this thing, man. In the 90s Cowies, you normally turn like a brown green. This is not painted. This is a restored original tank with a new breather. Just beautiful. New handlebar mounting hardware, new tank mounting hardware, new mounting hardware on the shrouds, new mounting hardware on the, these are the original side number plates. It does have a new rear fender. It's got a new seat cover, new number plate and graphics, new shroud graphics. You can see going back to the rear wheel, it's got a new XL1 rear wheel with the XL spokes. The hub was rebuilt with new, this is all done in-house. This was done pretty much single-handedly by Devin. He's been here a little over a year now. Phenomenal technician. He loves working on these Cowies, and we have 22 guys that work here. And when we get in, if you watch our coming off the truck videos, we'll normally get in 20 to 30 bikes a week. And I let the guys pick their projects, and he was excited about doing this. He loves working on the Cowies, and it shows in the quality of the work. Everything's been done beautifully on it. New Renthal green sprocket, new gold chain, new Fredette Racing products. Jeff Fredette was a multi-time national champion on the Kawasaki's KDX series motorcycles like this one here. Brand new matching Dunlop Sports D952 rear tire to match the front. All new hardware on the rear wheel to mount the sprocket and the rotor. Kickstand hardware is all new. The spring is new. It has new IMS Pro Series pegs. The original shifter is in excellent shape. The engine covers were repainted. That Kawasaki Browns, all new mounting hardware. You see it has the key-in carburetor with a new intake, a new twin air filter, a new fuel petcock, all new hardware holding on the head, new base gasket, head gasket, pistons, rings, top end bearing, wrist pin and circlips, new crank, rebuilt OEM crank with new bearings, new crank seals, new shifter seals. Everything's been done that you'd want to do if you're building a bike that you wanted to win a GNCC series on. It's basically completely manufactured. Not basically, it is completely manufactured. New swing arm bearings, new linkage bearings. It's been totally gone through top to bottom. So yeah, the work order is, oops, just dropped the mic. Work order is 5 pages long. I probably left out some stuff, but it's hard to remember everything when you dive this deep into a restoration. I have a 5-page work order here. Here's page 1. Here's page 2. Here's page 3. Here's page 4. Here's page 5. This is the Ken O'Connor invoice for $1,840 for rebuilding the engine. Our work order, we had 40 hours, which is very, very conservative. I think he spent more than that, but he wrote it up as 40 hours labor plus parts. So our invoice came in at $77.43 plus the $18.53 from Ken O'Connor. It came to $9,583, which is, you know, that's what it costs to do a frame up rebuild with everything getting done the way it's supposed to. So this one won't be cheap, but the reserve will be less than what the work order is. So it's like you're getting the bike for free, and it's done right. We also put the new fork protectors on it. The new disc protector on this side right here. It has a new shock protector on the back here. So pretty much gone through top to bottom. Not pretty much, it's been gone through top to bottom, front to back. Check the frame rails, especially on Enduro bikes. This one right here is dent free and excellent. The other one over here has a little ding on the bottom, but otherwise dent free all the way back. Just a small ding in the front. We wouldn't have done a frame up on if it had a defective frame. So you got to start there. So everything's been done. If I left anything off, I'll put it on the eBay ad. This will be auctioned off. If you want to buy it straight away, call Junior 860-454-7024. So yeah, the original plastics, it has original side covers. These weren't available from UFO. They're on back order, or from any of our other distributors. They're on back order right now, as were the shrouds, so we used the originals. But if those were available, it would have been easier just to replace them, but they weren't available. But they look great. The originals look good. So if you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Thanks for watching. God bless America.